Long time no see, it's Stan again. And sorry for the lighting. I don't know where my lamp light went that I've been using. The reason why I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks on this camera right here was because my SD card decided not to be able to read inside my computer. And it sucks. So I literally had a video kind of pleading for like help of sharing my channel because I seriously need it. Like I want to create more videos and be able to produce legit videos instead of just have to film something and upload on a shitty computer, because it's literally can barely run what should I say, like a regular old video when I'm trying to play back these to watch it to make sure everything's right. I cannot do that. But this is not the point in this video right here. This video is for Men's Health Awareness Week and how important mental health is to do because of how it actually will help you out. Like if you go seek help in any problem, even if it's some minor thing where you need to just someone to talk to, make sure people just go out and talk. And I'm gonna explain why I wish people would talk to others more about their issues, and hopefully those others do listen to those problems, and hopefully everyone has someone to talk to about their issues and needing to talk. Because before I really came out to myself as gay, before all that, like I literally sat there in the dark for about, when I hit puberty, when I was around 10, when I started hitting puberty, I realized I was not the same as other boys and girls who enjoyed talking to the opposite sex. I was not like that. For me, I did have a girlfriend, but it was more of a, I'm just doing it to please others, to please her, rather than please myself. I made sure I made her happy, but for me, I wasn't really happy when I was with her, and it's weird. 12-year-old me rather make other people happy already. It's how I've been my whole life. I want to make sure I please everyone else, even if it makes me discomfort, all that. And that's not even the story that I want to talk about, because I think led up to a certain point where when I realized that I'm not going to be the same as other people, and I was very, very religious. I literally followed the Bible to the T. Like when I have an altered edition of the Bible which states homosexuality is the sin, and one of the more detest sins out there, even though all sin are technically equal. And I recently had a run-in with a religious person as I'm at Starbucks, ironically, the most LGBT friendly place, and I literally I shut him down because he kept trying to say homosexuality is just as bad as robbing a bank or killing someone. And that's how I felt when I was about 15 years old. I felt just like that. I literally was extremely into God, as one would say. I still have crosses in my room just because they both represent two different grandmothers. One's my grandma Moroy, and she was Jewish, but she still had a Christian cross in her house to accommodate that. And the other one is from my grandma White, which another very Christian person in our family. We all was baptized at a young age, except for me. I was baptized at 9, which I find hilarious that the gay son is baptized later in life without realizing it. But like when I was 15, I literally was so in the dark, aka why I kind of think it's appropriate to have this slating right now, because it is a little bit depressing story and how I went about my life to kind of end it. I tried to commit suicide, and I didn't really enjoy myself anymore. I literally was meh. I purposely made myself look disgusting. I gained weight, and that's why I still have this weight, because this is recess weight from when I was young. Because I wanted to stray away from any form of gay stereotype, which was a skinny, scrawny kid who used a lot of words like, that word like, because I did a lot of things that were considered gay. I said a lot of words which I don't remember what it was. I taught myself how not to speak a certain way, and it kind of affected me more and more until I literally had this way in my head where I did not want to live anymore. I tried to kill myself 3 times, but 2 of them were not really attempts. They were just wishing to be dead after taking certain type of pills. Like, it was a strong dosage from a vitamin shop of melatonin pills. I just took the whole bottle, thinking that I could end myself that way due to overdosing on a sleep aid, which could possibly cause a coma. In my head, I was thinking maybe that could happen like that. And then the other time I tried was with a phone charger. I wrapped it around my neck, tied it really tight right there, wrapped around a bedpost, and pulled really hard until I couldn't breathe. Obviously I couldn't really hold on to this the whole time, and my neck was starting to get sore, and I ended up letting go. But my one real attempt was when I think I was 15 years old, when I tried to hang myself with an actual rope, a nylon rope, which I don't know where I got. I think it was from one of my dad's things, since he's a landscaper and he has a bunch of rope just sitting around so I could tie stuff down and stuff like that. So I took that rope, and I used to literally, where this camera is sitting right now, used to be the end of my bed frame. I tied it around right there because it was a long rope. There was a bed frame like right here, upper part where the headrest is. I tied it around there first, looped around my front end, and then tied it around my neck, and just slouched to the point where and pushed, like, held myself down with the end of the bed frame. That's why I took my bed frame apart, because after that I literally felt horrible. I felt a pain in my heart, because somehow, some way, that I woke up. It was not a normal wake up. It was more of a disappointment wake up and realization that I need to figure out how to change myself to feel better about myself and to figure out what I really am, because back then I did not realize I was gay yet. I just realized that there's something different about me, and ironically I understood being transgender, because I thought that's what it was first. I was like, maybe that's why I feel attraction to the same sex or someone of the same gender as me. At the time, I went through the stage where I was just thinking, maybe, what if I'm a girl? What if I'm a girl? What if I'm a girl? Before I even accepted, because I didn't really see anything inside the Bible that states that changing a gender, fixing yourself, which I just thought by acting girly was being transgender at the time. But then I came to the realization about it when I was around 17, when I started watching other type of porn, aka man and man porn. I enjoyed that a lot more than hetero porn, which ironically I have to say 2 things saved me. 1, porn, and 2, Star Wars. Just because through Star Wars I found 2 great parents, Jay and Brian, Gay Family Values, or Death Fox on YouTube. I sit there and binge watch their videos like almost for about a year, but that was when I was only 18. But I did find them back when I was 16. I watched their room tour, like their Star Wars room tour and everything, and that's when I kind of said, I don't know if I said anything back then. I just enjoyed it because it was Star Wars. But from there, I decided to talk to them on their channel and came to the realization that I'm gay. And it was weird when I first said it to myself when I was just turned 18. I said to myself, I am gay. And then a year of me actually accepting myself before I actually came out to anyone. I came out to my mom when I was like summer of whenever that year was. I came out to her as bi-curious. Oh no, it was during school. I came out. See, I've got my timeline's all screwed up in my head. I don't know why, but it was like from there I went from bi-curious to bisexual, and I feel bad for bisexuals who actually are truly bisexual, because by doing that you're creating a stigma that all bisexual people are not fully out of the closet or just want to test the waters. When bisexuality is real, any form of sexuality is real. I'm not discounting any of that. But before, like, I'm straying from the path. Like, when I did try to kill myself, I did, like I'm saying, like, I did wake up with a really bad pain in my heart. And still there to this day. By me trying to kill myself, I constantly feel this tension in my heart that possibly was damaged because of that. That's what I'm trying to get at. Even if you survive a suicide, you're causing damage to yourself. And then if you do fully do the suicide and it goes through, you're harming everyone around you. It's a web effect no matter what. So make sure you do talk to people, and make sure you do understand how doing certain actions does harm yourself or others, depending on what happens. And I'm just hoping everyone out there could get the help they need if they truly need it. And if you can't, try find a support system. And if you can't do that, go online, go on forums, go on chat rooms. If you're of age, you probably do it. Make sure you find someone to talk to. This is my little tidbit to anyone who is going through mental health issues and feeling depressed or anything like that, because I do not want anyone else to go through what I have gone through and multiple other people who have gone through same issues like me, as feeling discomfort in your own body and feeling discomfort in the way you feel about others. It's not a fun feeling when you hate yourself. It literally was a hatred towards myself when I realized I was gay, and not realizing what it exactly was. Just because when growing up, we are not introduced to gay characters on TV. We're not introduced to gay role models. Because back in the 90s, there was only really one person I knew who was a lesbian, Ellen. And when just the only person I realized who was, like, in the same sex, but I felt like that's more acceptable to be a lesbian rather than being truthful to man-on-man action or man love, which I'm hoping one day I find, because I'm now happy. But in other issues that I'm still kind of depressed because of certain things like me being unemployed and all that. So please, this is my message to anyone who is watching this. Please find someone to talk to. Please find someone who cares about topics, even if it's some random person through an LGBT support group on Facebook or whatever community you're part of, like Star Wars, for instance. You could go on this Star Wars Geeks of the World Unite page and find someone to talk about anything with. Just chat. Even if it's not even about your issue, just chatting with someone boosts up you personally. And this is my little tidbit to anyone who's out there. And thank you for listening, and hopefully this video makes sense, because it's a little hard to talk about for me. It still is, but as I've talked about my past suicide attempt, and as people like to say suicide survivor, which I feel like I'm not truly a survivor because I injured myself mentally and physically. Like, I literally can't wear anything tight around my neck or else it gives me, I don't know if it's because of PTSD or what, due to what I have done to myself. And thank you for watching. See you next time, YouTube. Thank you for watching my video today. If you like, please like and subscribe. And hey, if you want to check me out on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Yes, if you want to also support me on Patreon, the link is in the description below. And thank you for watching.